thing is very easy. Whenever you see these type of questions, it's 3 marks for you. So you need to get this right, okay? Kenzo is driving his car along a route while his friend records the velocity of the car. The velocity of the car is in kilometer per hour. And every 5 minutes period. So you record the speed of the car every 5 minutes period. And this is the data that he collects. The distance covered by the car over 5 minute period is given by this. This is the integration. So you know that integrations, integrate the velocity with respect to time gives you the distance, right? So because velocity times time is the distance. So use trapezoidal rule. So you are asked to use trapezoidal rule. Whenever you see trapezoidal rule, please get this question right because it's definitely 3 marks and it is easy. Use trapezoidal rule and the velocity at each of the 6 values to find the approximate distance in kilometers. The car has traveled 5 minutes. Give your answer to 1 decimal places. Now, first thing, whenever you see trapezoidal rule, go to the formula booklet. You see this? This is the trapezoidal rule formula. So now I need you to copy down exactly the same thing on that questions. Copy down exactly the same thing. And once you're done, please key in 1. We have this equation, sorry, this integration. So let's write it down. 6 to 5 over 60 VT dt. Now we have our A is 0, our B is 5 on 60, so copy down. 5 on 60 minus 0 divided by 2. Now the n is the tricky part. The n is the interval between the data. So you have 1 interval, you have 1 interval, 2 interval, 3, 4, and 5. So the n is 5. So right. So substitute 5 in. And then A is 0. B is 5 on 60 plus. Now I will explain later. I will explain later why I say this is the median values of F. Oh, sorry, what you need to do with it. So now this is 5 on 60, and then this is divided by 10. Now we know that F of 0. Sorry, this is not F, this is V. This is V, because we have V here, it's velocity. Now, V of 0, the velocity at time 0 is 60, right? At time 0, the V is 60. So we substitute in. We substitute in, and then at time 5 on 60, the velocity is 67. We substitute in. And the rest, so whatever is in between the last one and the first one, all you need to do, you just chuck it into a bracket. And then key in your calculator and calculate the answer. This one is all right, right? It's very easy. Okay, so what you need to do, I will repeat this question. So what you need to do is figure out your A and B. So your A, you chuck in here. Your B, you chuck in here. And then the N itself is the interval between the data point. So you need to calculate how many intervals are there. And then for this case, there are 5 intervals, so n is 5. And then you write down your first value. And then you write down the last value. And then you twice whatever is in the middle, sum that up. Okay, clear? So you should get around 5.353. And since we want 1 decimal, it should be 5.4. And that would be kilometer. So remember, this is kilometer per hour. When you calculate for distance, it will be kilometer. Okay? Right, let's move on.